build a new system of learning environment, for example, in Botswana. Yeah,
wow.
It's a great project there and a large project for us too.
With this project, we bring education to places where education is rare. And basically, this project or this device is a part of a project and works like this. So, interested in some details?
Definitely.
So, okay.
Welcome, dear viewers, to the PowerMinds channel. Join me in welcoming my two special guests for today, two exceptional entrepreneurs who are here to share with us everything about growing a business with a social responsibility and sustainability course. Welcome to Frank and Markus.
Hi.
Yeah, Alex.
Nice to hear. Yeah.
I'm so happy that you come and join me today, honestly, because you will be inspiring so many people because you do this exceptional business and education business that you actually do. I mean, you joined forces, both of you, for making a difference in terms of social responsibility, and you have a sustainability course as well. And we're going to learn about that in a minute. But first of all, before we dive in, let me introduce you. Markus, you have a background as a business consultant. You also you have worked many years in the education sector. You are a sales manager. You have worked in innovations, and you have worked as a coach. And Frank, you are strong on management, entrepreneurship, IT consulting. And together, your story is passionate because you joined forces and you had this ingenious business idea. And that's going to be my first question as well. Could you outline a bit how actually this educational institute that you founded, how this works?
Let me tell a little bit about the way which we make the difference. So I think very important is one of our main goals is just making education accessible. So we do this by providing us a unique infrastructure that allows learners and teachers to quickly set up the digital tools to create a physical and virtual learning environment. And this is a true pain point in many countries all over the world. How to quickly set up a classroom learning environment when I don't have skills to do so. And let me show you some device. For instance, this looks like an older laptop, and indeed it is. So, but it's more than this. This has to do with our main vision, our main mission in our company. This is a part of an education project, and we call this Smart Sparrow. Smart Sparrow. Here's one of them.
Yes, the bird.
I could tell you about how it works. With this project, we bring education to places where education is rare. Step one, how to get this older laptop. Yeah, we collect and upcycle old and not needed laptops. And we revamp them with an open source operating system and a good selection of learning tools. So this is step one. We make a contribution here that we reuse computer waste. Step two, what to do with these upcycled computers? Basically, three things. One is for teachers. This is a perfect instrument to prepare and give classes, just a teacher's workstation. Two, for learners or pupils, it's a perfect tool to access learning content on the internet, or as a platform to form a learning community. And three, this is a very useful tool in countries without internet. I think this is very important. These computers can be configured in such a way that a local area network can permit a group of learners to communicate and share content based on this device. And sometimes it just works as a standalone work and research station, for instance. And step three, we also provide a digital access point, which provides the possibility to create a digital classroom in seconds. This means that people with other devices, as mobile phones,
They
for
can
instance.
join in. They can actually join into this.
Yeah, really, can access this device, this local device, and so you can permit, learning communities, provide infrastructure to those who would normally not have access to
And
any
that is
of this.
actually, if I may chip in there, this is actually the passionate part, because what you provide with your learning environments that you just outlined, you provide that to any country in the world. So it is something, as you just said, it's so valuable because we can't assume that internet is everywhere. That's so important. So especially in places where otherwise there's no connection or there wouldn't be any digital services accessible, this brings a huge value. This is like, wow. And may I just say, I think part of your strategy is you work a lot with corporations, with partnerships. And that leads us on to the second innovation. So you just outlined the first huge innovation, which are these digital environments that are so fascinating. But the second one, could you tell the viewers a bit more about these corporations and these partnerships that you do?
Maybe I tell you something about our new project. It's Pambara, called Pambara Project, in which ABC Campus is taking part in a partnership to contribute in an international movement. And that is transforming our society, our economic thinking and actions, and maybe new ways of learning and from each other, because we need this learning from each other. The principle is small actions and targeted education of young people, and not the environment we have now. It's like a new transformation.
So you basically, with this Pambara project, so what you're doing is you're participating, or you're kind of supporting a film project that targets younger generations / kids, right?
Or families, yes, that's right.
Families with their parents. So anyone who is interested in making a change in the world. And by supporting that, you want to actually also use your company as a supporter for this important message that the film brings across.
We found out that if it needs a boss, in this in this way, on this earth, on this planet, and America thinks no, it doesn't need any boss on this planet, because we have all our situation, we have all learned from each other, and every kind of animal or humankind has the right to live in this on this planet and as a
Very
place
important.
there,
And actually,
it's our heart project, which in which we spend our time now, and in this environment, in this ecosystem, we build a new system of learning environment, for example, in Botswana. It's a great project there, and a large project for us too. We build there a decentral educational environment for people there.
So what we outlined before, what Frank just showed, these digital learning environments, you're actually now using that movie as an empowerment to do that in Botswana. And you actually go there physically and help people set that up, right?
Physically, we are there. For my part, I'm in Namibia first, and show them how it works. They're in a country where we have a little bit more infrastructure for that, and some kind of project which works with environmental things, and then we go to Botswana with the same kind of.
And this is exactly what I want to underline, because I think your cause is so passionate. You actually really live what you said. Your vision at the beginning was to make a difference, and you're actually doing it. So you're saying, okay, if we want to do an educational business, we make a difference. And you enable so much with that. Not only do you do these partnerships that actually have this cause of making people aware, but then apart from making people aware, you actually go to places that have difficulty maybe in setting up learning environments, and you help people there to make a change. It's really passionate. So huge compliment.
Thank you. And we make it with twin projects, not only there. We bring it also in our schools, in our economic environment, etc., in our minds to here.
Yes.
In the Western world, yes.
So you actually, this is, you told me that before we did this interview, you don't distinguish by region. You actually make this possible in any country, right? Could be in Europe, in northern Alaska, or in the south of Spain. You know, it's completely.
That's right. Or in Germany and Switzerland too, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So now, what is also special, so we have learned about these digital environments that you make possible by upcycling, you know, older equipment. You go to places where otherwise this would not be possible. And the third important innovation I want to outline is you have also a unique way of leadership and mindset that you actually want to put to the test. Can you say a bit more how you run your own company?
Yes, the way in which we run is not only for profit approach. The team of two managers, the company like us, seeks targeted cooperation and consistently reinvents the profits in charitable projects right from the start. And that's not usual in approach for a young company. That is kind of a second startup phase. Yeah.
That is remarkable because you have been established some years now, but still you are growing and you are in after the startup phase, I would characterize you, but that you actually do this not for profit is really remarkable.
It's a really a startup again, yes, in other way.
So can you share with the viewers, I mean, I can hear the viewers now saying, okay, this must be very difficult. What would you like to share? Is it something that you say, no, this is our passion, we make it possible, it's not difficult at all if you have that passion? Or how is your view on that? What do you want to share with the viewers on that approach?
I think very interesting is always just to combine management concepts like lean management, agile, but also situative leadership and so on. And if you do this with your open mind, you find some new ways to get your things, to get your goals. And I think, for instance, lean management. Of course, lean management, everybody talks about lean management. Yeah, eliminate waste, increase efficiency, and so on. But that's not the only way we go. We combine this with other very flexible leadership concepts, and we are very agile. That needs new kinds of leadership, new ways to lead a company. And this is something we learned in our social projects, because mostly we don't find perfect environments. Mostly we have to be creative to solve problems. We find new friends. We have to adapt new concepts. I think this is something that helped us by ourselves to create a new kind of young company.
Yes, I was actually going to say, to watch you from the outside is passionate, because what you do is you go into these unpredictable environments and you innovate each time afresh. This is why I so much want to showcase you, because you are this example of innovating several times. Each context is new. And then you innovate, you adapt to that context, and you then come up with a solution of how to adapt to that unique context. And that is laudable about your approach. And in the same time, you make these connections. I think also one element that you use is the ecosystem approach, because you make connections in that context and you see, okay, if we have this powerful partnership in place, we can use these resources to enable X and Y, but it only works in one context. It's not transposable, right?
Yep. That's
because
it.
you could not run your business in a way that you say, okay, what worked in Botswana will work in XYZ. Doesn't work like that.
Yeah,
so that's, I think, your unique factor on what makes you so innovative.
Yes, I would say we love that way of work. Something you learn, or something you have to learn is they are not ready to use concepts in this business we do. So we have to go very open. We have to be very open in mind and in ways to do something. And we are always looking for new partnerships.
Yeah,
for
a
new,
partnership
yeah.
approach, exactly.
I think that's the most important thing. And of course, if you have an open mind and something we learned in the open source environment, so together we can do a lot of things, and we can do some more things.
That is so
ways.
good that you mentioned the open source, because open source comes with a philosophy as well.
Yeah.
And it's also this ecosystem approach. So that is a philosophy also how to think. And you know, on my channel, we talk about a lot about mindset. And I think the open source, technology comes with a mindset, which is to make it possible to as many who are in that ecosystem.
Yep.
So, and I think you're doing that with your business. You're doing exactly the same. You're just replicating the philosophy.
Yes, of course, we do.
I mean, it's a lot. So,
and as ABC Campus, we are an enabling company, for others.
Oh yes, very important. Yeah,
you enable others for our ideas to come with us, to join us, to get maybe the same targets, the same goals, with us.
Would you also say that in each context that you enable these learning environment or learning enablers, would you say that each context lets grow something new?
Would be nice. I think, yeah. I think sometimes we change anything, and sometimes we are just a brick in this wall we create together. For instance, if you do an educational project, we are just part of the project. So we are dependent in the teachers of in the teachers, the local teachers, for instance. They are the experts. They know their environment. They can do a lot, and we can learn a lot. And mostly we try to do our best. Sometimes it works, I would say.
Yeah, but so, I mean, that's also the thing of exploration, right? Because as you said before, if you didn't have that mindset, that open mind, you wouldn't be able to explore all that, would you? And I think it's all your business experience that enables you to be that open.
Yeah, and sometimes you have to accept the result of a project is not the result you have planned before. Yes. Sometimes things go their own way. And with lots of people, and they are strong, they are intelligent, so they are experienced, of course, it changed everything. And that's why, as we said before, for instance, we need an agile way to do things. But if I say agile, I mean strong agile, real agile. Yeah. To be real focused on value, not on the way.
And the value, as you said, can look differently to what you might have planned. And that is for me also the essence of, have you maybe seen on the PowerMinds channel, I promote this new concept or old concept of unlearning. Unlearning means letting go of our preconceived ways of how something should work, but seeing first what is there in the context and then generate from what the context gives you, you know?
Yeah.
So I think you're doing just that to a very exemplaric way, you know?
Yeah, I would agree, yeah.
Because that is for me also part of entrepreneurship, is to accept that it might look in a completely different way, but then you innovate it along the way, you know? It's not, you will not come here and say, we have done this 30 years now. It has to look exactly like that, three corners and blue, you know? It will not be like that. And that is open-mindedness.
Yeah, and I think that's, we live in a time where everything changed in any and every second. So, and if we want to survive, not as a company, if you want to have live together a good life, so we have to change our mind. We have to go new ways, and this is something we try to be a part of that. So
yeah, absolutely, in a very exemplaric way. So dear viewers, this fantastic company is called ABC Campus. I'm going to link, of course, all your social media links, reference to the movie. By the way, when is the movie coming out, the Pambara? When is it going to go?
The 4th of October.
4th of October 2023. For those who watch the video in 2024, it's already out.
No.
And so we're looking forward to that. And I hope that we gave a spark to many, especially people who want to maybe go into entrepreneurship, what is possible today, because also in our times, I think this is fantastic. Your story is fantastic. And so many things have become possible. And good luck with your missions in Botswana, you said, and Namibia you're going next, right?
Namibia, yes. And also in Switzerland.
And also in Switzerland.
And